What's going on, everybody? The boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
Nico, we have plenty of things that we need to talk about.
Okay, what's one?
We know that obviously there was an election.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
I think
was.
we have more pressing matters to talk about than the state of the United States of America and who's the new president. I think there's more pressing matters.
I think more people would care about what's going on in your life right now.
So the fact that my girlfriend doesn't know that I do this podcast, that I'm here just based on the fact that Al had to call me this morning and say that there was, by the way, dude, like, what a terrible acting. I thought you were going to be way more.
I thought you were the bad actor. You were overacting.
I had to carry that. You were underacting.
I wasn't. What do you
Justin, he calls me and he's like, hey, what's going on? I'm like,
no,
is
that's
this
fucking. See, I should have recorded it. I should have fucking recorded it.
Is this kid serious?
Like, what's up,
I said,
kid?
we talked about a cell. I thought you were gonna do a cell job. You're like, what's going on? I'm like, nothing. It was like, yo, I wish someone recorded.
It's like,
I wish you had two cameras
worst.
to see a split screen.
His was the worst.
And him.
He was overselling this thing.
I was like, oh, okay, yeah, my brother's not picking up, right? Because he's a piece of shit. You're like, yeah, he's too famous for us. I'm like, oh my God, this is so bad. Thank God she was asleep, but.
Here's the thing.
All right, so let's give a little background. Background basically is Nico's girlfriend has no idea he does the podcast.
Zero clue, which makes no sense.
We'll get into that in a second. Nico texted me and was like, I'm supposed to be hanging out with her. Please call me and tell me there's some fucking leak. Call me at like 9 o'clock. Tell me there's some fucking leak.
Yeah, we sprung a leak and you need it.
We need Nico's help for some reason. Like, if that would be the first person, if we sprung a leak, we'd call Nico Lewis.
Just want anyone to know if you ever have a leak, do not call me. I'm not going to know what the fuck to do.
So
I'm going to ask
like
you if you shut the water off.
The most unrealistic thing that could possibly happen.
Whatever.
So then at least you got convinced to be like, hey, I need you to help me move something. It's a little bit more realistic. Who knows? Maybe she's a master plumber that you don't know about because you obviously are hiding stuff from each other.
She might know the trade.
You're clearly hiding things from each other.
They're definitely hiding something from each other.
I guess that is just like my bad, but like this podcast is like it's like the Marc Lewis anthem, like changing your name because you think your name's like bad luck. This podcast, for some reason, anytime that I let somebody know about it, it just causes problems.
Yeah. So you're worried because one time you came on here and she had way too much information about some girl and she heard it and she got mad. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
So that's what you're worried about. You're worried about like your own brain.
I'm
not
worried
being
about
able
like
to...
my own words that I use that people then are gonna hear and then use it against me.
But here's my question. Do you think it's gonna be worse if she finds out you've been lying to her this whole time?
This would just be the first time. Everything else has just been scheduled like promptly around it. You know, she works days, so if we just do it in the daytime, she'll work like no.
But does she not follow you on Instagram?
Yes.
So you're telling me she hasn't creeped on your Instagram at all?
She definitely have had to.
Have you
but
deleted?
She's never asked me. No.
She definitely knows you do a podcast.
100%.
There's no chance you collab with everything.
Exactly. It makes no sense that you would even hide it at this point.
She's probably listening.
She's 1,000% listening.
Oh no. I wouldn't think so. There would probably been stuff brought up by now.
Well, the good news is I have been slowly taking out all the Puerto Rican racist shit you've been saying over the years. Like, I've been taking that out. I've been taking that out of the podcast, thank God.
Yeah, good.
Your Puerto Rican accents, everything that he's been doing about the Puerto Rican.
All these, he said rice and beans is trash food.
He
He said rice and beans is the grossest food.
remember when he was listing who his favorite comics were? Tony Hinchcliffe was number one.
Yeah, he said Tony Hinchcliffe, number one. And then he said there is no number two. It's just
Tony Hinchcliffe, yeah.
Just the guy that
That's
said,
it.
Yeah.
So you're not worried. You don't think that no. Yeah. You can't be that dumb to think she doesn't know you do a podcast.
You got prosciutto and fig?
Yeah, prosciutto and fig. I do. Does she want me to add a cutlet? I could probably add a cutlet if you want.
She said, I'll just get the sandwich.
Wait, so now you have to bring her a sandwich from a place
Now
you're not even at.
yes,
Do you
now
see
yes.
what this?
See what I mean?
These extra
It's a slow
steps you
thing.
gotta go now?
What if he gets into an accident on the way over?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm ripping this Band-Aid off in like 24 hours. Like
You gotta rip it
the
off.
Band-Aid off.
later on. I'm not doing this. This is too much. 'Cause
No,
now
it's
I
too-
actually do have to leave from here after
Yes.
this and go to
Exactly. So
Durham.
Which takes 45 minutes.
100%.
It's going to take you so long to get there, dude. Like, she just fucked your whole life up.
Why you gotta piss me off?
You're not
You know
getting
how long
home
it's gonna
till
take you?
you're not getting back till 2,
Oh, at least.
2:30.
Because remember, I have to go now back to Quincy. You guys all know about that.
That if from Lynn to Quincy, dude.
At like 2 o'clock. At
See,
like
this all could have been avoided. You could have grabbed her a fucking couple Halloween cookies that are still on the
They're
counter
still on
over
there, yeah.
they-
It actually
and-
tastes good. I had one last night.
Those are my favorite cookies.
Yeah.
See, you would have been able to avoid all of this if you just told her the truth. You're slowly.
They're sugar cookies, bro.
I have like he's gone right now.
Yeah.
He's in cookie mode. He just
Do you have,
beelined
like,
it to
a
it.
whole bunch of questions you want to ask?
I kind of do.
what
And
else doesn't this girl know about him?
that's what I want to
Does
know.
she know about
I
the
feel-
teeth?
I don't know. Okay, she does. That's what he says. Do you feel like when you get in a relationship? Because I've witnessed you get into a couple different relationships and you get yourself into trouble, put your hand in your mouth. Do you feel like you morph a little bit
He's definitely
To
hiding
Taylor.
what's
himself.
that mean? To tailor my
to
other?
tailor yourself differently to represent
I take my
package
words
to
up.
package yourself like you're a different person than you actually are when you get in a relationship?
No, you get me 1,000%.
But you're not, because you won't tell her that you're even on a podcast.
All right, well, that's one thing. I just
You
wouldn't say
probably
it's not
voted
me,
for
though.
you probably voted for Kamala just because of her.
Jill Stein.
What?
I voted for Jill Stein.
Why? You don't even know who Jill Stein is because of her. But do you see my
No,
point?
not because of her.
You
but
don't even. Okay, then why did you vote for Jill Stein? Who's Jill Stein?
I really only went to go vote because my girlfriend asked me to go vote. I don't even vote.
And then you
I've
voted
never
for
voted in my
Jill
life.
Stein.
Yeah.
Why? Based off what policies?
Why'd you vote for who you voted for?
For
Who'd you vote for?
I voted for Trump.
You voted for
100%.
Trump? Wow.
You did too. What are you talking
Scumbag.
about? Yeah, I am a scumbag. Time to get America back on track, baby. 150%. I don't even care. I even wore my Trump shirt.
So
Nice.
you could have lied, like you lied to your girlfriend about everything, clearly. You could have just lied and said you voted or that you voted for this person. Like you didn't actually have to do it. You
I
get
mean-
that, right?
Yeah, but it's really not that big of a deal.
No.
I mean, you voting for Jill Stein.
Or you could just be like, hey, I
But like, who
voted
really
for Trump.
cares? But like, who really cares? And at the end of the day, that's why I'm like, it doesn't
but you care.
I feel
Because
like you sucked off a black guy right now. Look at his lips.
I think I
Those-
kind
that
of.
sugar. I didn't realize that sugar stains like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
I kind of low key think that you care what she thinks very, very much.
Well, he definitely does. He's trying so hard to not lose this broad. You could tell.
I know, but that's when you do these things, when you try that hard, you're eventually yourself is going to squeak through the cracks.
It's like in a
I
football
am
game.
And
myself.
she's going to be
Where am
like,
not
I don't.
myself?
Y'all
Like,
going to hear, I don't
totally
even know you. I don't even know you. That's what's going to happen.
I think that's very pre-dramatic.
That,
I mean,
that
I
was
think-
my
I think
impression of a girl that thought she knew you.
If she follows you on Instagram,
Right. It might be me being the one that thinks that's thinking it too much. She might already know and just be like, oh, that's like something he does.
I feel like you are a chronic overthinker here.
Yeah, I definitely am a chronicle overthinker.
I
But like
think
in this
you're-
one, I'm like, This one just kind of suck up on me. I kind of should have. I wanted to probably tell her about the podcast. Then when we came to record, and I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, I'm not just gonna lay this on her. Like right now, as I'm laying in bed. Like, let me just fucking find out a way to finagle, and then I'll go about it.
Because you had one other moron that you told one little fucking sexual assault joke, and then that was a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
PTSD now.
He did say it wasn't that big a deal that women get raped.
Yeah, he
right?
did.
Is that what it was?
I think it was something
I said
along those
that
lines.
women sometimes say that to take advantage of men's status, which is also true.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
I just think.
Okay, that's not right.
But wasn't she like pouring her heart out like that she got herself sexually assaulted?
At that time, blackout drunk like 8 vodka sodas deep. And
I
fucking-
think
it's
to
on the
be
top
fair-
floor-
She's
at
like-
the top floor of
I
the
think
greatest
to be
bar.
fair, he said it first.
No,
and
I didn't. I didn't bring it up. I wasn't even want that conversation.
She was like, "Oh, it happened to me once."
So she admits to you that she was sexually assaulted, and then
And
you
her friend.
and
And
then
her friend, her
and then
friend.
your response is, "Well, sometimes females make that up to damage a guy's status."
Something like that. I was blackout. Don't tell me you're ever gonna.
Why'd
know.
she flip out? Why'd she flip out?
I can't
Tell
even
me-
see why.
Don't ever tell me that you're not getting me, fully me, because that's just me, just actually talking.
So I think you just need to rip this Band-Aid off. I think you need to invite her on the podcast.
Yeah, I get her on the pod.
Never in her life.
Why
had to
not?
sit down?
Why?
You don't know
She
that.
just doesn't want to.
How do you know?
You don't even. She doesn't even know you.
You
do
don't
it.
even know she does it. She doesn't even know you
All
do
right.
it to her.
I'll ask her and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Call
Yeah,
her
get
right
on.
now and be like, "Hey, I'm actually not moving anything. I lied to you.
Yeah.
I'm on a podcast.
Because Justin,
why don't you
never
shoot?
lied to a girl before.
Why don't you shoot over here?
Justin lies all the time. He's lying right now.
So
Why don't you shoot over here and we'll talk about it?"
right, yeah, that would line up my night very well.
That's my point.
He don't want to argue about it for 2 weeks. He definitely doesn't have to lie to this.
Well,
girl
he
like that.
thinks-
Like, there's
I
other
think-
stuff he should be lying.
What
about.
if she's like you? If you have to quit the podcast because
No,
I don't
that's
agree
never,
with
it's
it.
not. She's not dramatic like that. That would never have to happen.
she made you vote for Jill Stein?
She didn't make me do anything, Justin.
She made you vote,
Maybe he wanted to vote.
and then not for. He
The
doesn't even
only
know who
time-
Jill
the only reason
Stein
why-
is.
The only reason why I went there and vote is because of question 5. There you go. That's the only reason why I was there.
So
Whoopie-doo.
who's Jill Stein?
I have no idea, Justin. Who gives a fuck?
But what made
What are
you
you
vote?
political? All of a sudden, who gives a fuck?
I just want to know what made you
Well,
vote
here's
for
this.
her.
Who gives a fuck? You're not getting a straight answer from me then. I already told you. Like, what? You're trying to dig for something. What are you digging for?
I don't think I'm. digging
Maybe he
for
likes
anything.
Jill
You
Stein's
keep asking,
policies.
like, who's Jill Stein? I don't fucking know, dude.
I'm
You could've
just
wrote
saying,
Tom Brady
what-
down on the fucking ballot.
What
for all
made
want.
you? What
Is she
made
an
you put it?
independent?
Yeah, she's like the person that gets like 3%.
Jilly Stein.
The point I'm trying to make is she made you put that name.
I don't even think he
No,
voted.
no,
My-
she
my
didn't,
question
Justin.
is that-
For the 9,000th time, ask 9 more times, and 9 more answers. It's going to
But
be that.
Jill
I'm
Stein's
glad that
not
this is
even
what
on
you
the-
decided to talk about on this
but-
fucking podcast.
But Jill Stein's
I'm glad.
not even on the
I'm
ballot.
glad. Yes, she is. Retard.
Yeah, she's definitely on the
Okay,
ballot. I saw
so-
her on the ballot. I don't
There
know
we
who,
go.
who her running mate is, but
Who cares?
Franken.
Fuck does it matter?
Frank.
It was
Fucking
Jill.
politics.
It was Jill and Frankenstein.
The Franken joke was good. That was good. Yeah. I don't know how we got into like who he voted for, like what
Like
that matters.
it's like infatuated in Justin's mind right now, which is like the funniest thing. And like
He
I
can't
don't
get
give a fuck
past
about
it.
politics. Like if I told you I vote for Kamala, like what do you care? What do you?
He did vote for Kamala. That's
like,
fine. It
even
is what
if
it
I
is.
did, like
Half the
what
country
does it
did.
matter to you? Right. So Kamala didn't lose by 1 vote. So I guess it doesn't really even fucking matter. She got absolutely blown away.
Well, your brother didn't even vote, and he's like a diehard Republican. All he does is post these videos of
How
like-
he's Trump and all that.
and then just
stuff.
doesn't even vote, and then gets on and goes online the next day and goes, "We did it, guys."
Did he say that?
Yeah, it's like, dude,
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that video.
it's like America has spoken. It's like, you didn't even vote, dude. Shut the fuck up. There's
Well,
nothing
that's just another thing
aggravates
that
me.
Marco does that pisses Justin off. So
How does that not
Just
piss
add-
anybody
just
off?
add it to the list.
How does
Justin
that
has
not
a
piss?
full list.
How does that not
Book.
piss anybody off?
Book. Because Justin, it doesn't really fucking matter. That's why. If you care actually who people vote for, like you're a loser.
I don't care who you vote for.
That's what I'm saying.
I care about him pretending that he cares.
Right.
It's fraud.
So the hypocrisy
that's
is the
crazy.
hypocrisy.
That's
of
what
it.
I care about, is being a hypocrite.
That seems like a lot of just misused energy.
I don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't know why you're so defensive. I just asked you what made you go for Jill Stein.
This is what you do, Justin. You want to like keep. You've asked me like 4 fucking times already, which I don't even care about politics in the first place. Nor does my answer ever come to that of like if I did really have a reason to vote for Jill Stein, like you'd actually care. You just like to keep poking and poking and poking
I don't
and
think
get a reaction.
I don't think I'm really
So that's
poking.
what the fuck you like to do. So whatever you want to keep doing it. I mean, it makes for great. This is making for great video. I love it.
I'm
People
having a
love
great time.
politics.
I'm having a great time, guys.
All I
That cookie
simply,
was actually deceivingly good too.
all I asked is what.
Go
made
get
you
an
do
orange
it.
one so now you can take the black out.
Take the black out, put the orange.
Look at his fucking teeth right now.
That's what's gonna get him caught.
It's probably black.
That's what it's gonna be. She's gonna be like.
She's
All
like,
the
who,
cookies are from Durham.
who did you suck off?
That's what she's gonna say. I think it's very funny that Justin is poking and you're getting this mad about it.
Like it's 10 in the morning. This is not what I care to talk about at all.
So when you came over here, what were you thinking you were gonna talk about?
Not.
We just had
not
a
the fact
massive
that
election.
Not the fact that who I vote on. Who the fuck cares? Like here you go. Here's my political instinct. Neither person that's a president that was a candidate should ever actually be president. Cool. So like I don't even care to vote. The only reason why I went to go vote is because what I do for a job is actually impacted in the state that I live in.
Right.
So
Should have just left
Did you
it
vote
blank.
yes on 5?
yeah, I voted yes on 5.
That's a good job.
Till the person.
Sarah Lewis. Yeah.
That's funny. Till the person about Marco voted yes on 5. She's like, I ain't getting you fucking buffalo sauce.
Yeah, we were at fucking 110 Grill. We were eating after we went golfing. Marco was there, Tommy G, Nico. And Marco's first of all, Marco, like, how fucking rude is this, by the way? We leave golf. We go ahead there. He's like, guys, I need to eat a certain way. Let's go to the 110 Grill. I don't even like the 110 Grill. Overrated.
I suggested that.
Was it you? No,
Yeah,
he said it.
No, I said it.
Did he?
Yeah,
okay.
I said
All
it.
right, fine. You said it. Fine. Then I'll take a little
Because he
seat off.
wanted to do 466. He said 466.
Okay.
Which was like literally
A lot of numbers were getting thrown
still up
out.
in
621, 110, 466.
466. Yeah. 99. You did the 99.
I did. I said the 99, right?
You said the 99. Miracle restaurants.
We get there. We get at the restaurant, and he lets us fuck. We're sitting there. We order appetizers. We order drinks. We're like, where the fuck is this kid? He left first too from the golf course to get there. He made us wait 30 minutes because he was on the phone with somebody. Like 30 minutes before he came into the place. Mm-hmm. The whole world revolves around Marc Lewis, so that's number one. Justin would have been flipping out. Can you picture how much he hates Marco anyways?
I know, but
Like,
then at the
secretly
same
hates
time, you and
Marco?
Tommy like were noticing it. I didn't notice it. I just ordered. I was like, yeah, can we get calamari? Can we
Yeah.
get not? Like, I don't care if Marco's here.
We were like, where the fuck
He ain't
is
gonna
he?
eat it anyways.
Yeah.
The fuck?
So then the girl comes and she's asking him his order, and he's like, you know how he is. He's doing his like the way he's dismissing.
Just being
the way-
difficult.
It's like, do you guys have wings? Like that pisses
Yeah.
me off. Like, look at the
No
menu.
sauce,
It's on
yeah.
the menu.
And so I'm like, listen, do me a favor. Don't put his food in. He voted yes on 5. Like, and she was like, really? He really voted yes on 5?
I thought
we're not,
for a
we're
second
not bringing
she
it.
thought you were serious.
She definitely thought I was.
Yeah, because she had like kind of, you could tell she had like that rigid attitude to
I'm
her.
like, can you call him a piece of shit for us?
Yeah, I thought for a second she like really like wasn't like kind of, thought she was kind of playing into you, what you were saying. I'm like, all right, you might want to like, you know, throw a little sense of humor in there.
So now I can sense right now that now Justin's mad.
I'm not mad.
Justin's getting mad about the whole Marc Lewis, about how you hate Marc Lewis.
Oh, no, it's just funny that you can say something and it's a problem when I do. So you just went on a whole tangent about Marco, but he doesn't open his fucking mouth.
Well, I think he agrees
But
with
when
that.
I do
Well, I
it,
agree. I agreed with it.
when I do it,
You're talking about picking apart Marco about
who
being
see
a
how
Republican.
see this picking apart? Now I pick him apart.
Marco, Justin,
but when
everyone
you
knows
do
that
it-
anything Marco does, you have something to say about it, like negatively. Like what positively like reinforcement have you ever given something to Marco?
more than you, buddy.
Yeah,
1,000%.
I highly doubt it.
Were you the one who did he call you to take him to the fucking hospital
No,
when he
because
was
you knew
dying?
I would make fun of him because I'm his
Okay,
brother.
okay. So thank you.
Am I the one that sold him
Was
a
I-
broken computer?
For thousands of dollars?
Thousands of
Oh,
dollars.
that's a big
Okay.
thing.
I didn't sell him a
Marc
broken
Lewis
computer.
is not over that.
Yeah.
First of all, I didn't sell him a broken
You did,
computer.
but, hey.
No, it needed a new keyboard.
No,
Buy
it
all he had to
needed
do
a
is
new-
buy a new keyboard. What do you mean?
Wasn't
I
a new
have the
keyboard.
receipts of what he sent me. He upgraded the whole thing. He didn't have to do that.
$1,400.
Have we ever talked about that on the podcast?
But he
or
did
no?
that on his own. What are you talking about?
Have we talked about that on the podcast?
He brought the computer to Micro Center. They said it needs a $60 chip. What I have the text messages.
So you're telling me that he just went out of his way to spend $1,400?
150%. I even sent him, I'll go through all the text messages now. I sent him an Amazon thing. It was $60. I said, do you want me to buy it for you? No, it's fine. I already upgraded everything. So your facts are fucking wrong. So go fuck yourself.
How's it his
now
fault?
Who's getting defensive?
He
Yeah,
definitely
of
got
course.
Now
defensive
who's
on
getting
that.
defensive?
Because you just threw something stupid in my face.
No, listen, hold
not
on.
really, because Mark said he spent $700. Then you looked at him and said, "Oh, don't worry, that's one video for you." And I could 1,010% see you saying that. So
I never said that.
Okay.
That's one video for you. I'll go through all the text
You
messages.
never said
right
that to
now.
him?
That it's one video for you?
I could
Absolutely
picture
not.
that, honestly.
First of all, he bought the computer and never came to my house for 5 months to pick it up. 5 months it sat there. You think I'm thinking about the computer at that point? It worked perfectly fine, by the way. I gamed on it and then I deleted everything. So it was a brand new fucking computer for him. And all he had to do was sign in and it would all be under his name. And then it sat there for 7.5 months on my floor. That he refused to even pick it up. He said, no, just bring it to me. I said, what are you talking about? Come pick the computer up that you bought. Then he goes home, plugs it in. He's like, it's not working. I said, okay, did you try this? It's not working. Did you try this? I said, I don't know what to tell you. Bring it to Micro Center. He brought it to Micro Center. They said, you need this chip. It's $60. I said, get out of Micro Center. I sent him an Amazon thing for it. And I said, I'll even help you put it in. He texts me later. I upgraded the whole computer. I spent $1,500. I think you should give me my money back. I said, what planet do you live on? Nobody told you. They told you you needed X. You went and bought A, B, C, D, and E. How is that my problem? Make that make sense to me.
sounds like two different stories. So
Two completely
Okay, and I
different-
have the receipts to prove it.
I don't
Does
know.
he?
and so yeah, I
you
mean,
got to
he's-
produce these receipts now because we
Okay,
need
do you want me to go through all these text messages?
Not right now. You
1,000%
don't have
will.
to do them right now, but yeah, I think we need to know. We need this on record. Like, who's wrong here? Marc Lewis is cool, or Justin?
Okay. Because I'm a notorious fucking thief and a liar.
I'll be honest. I think you're probably somewhat accurate on the turn of events. I can guarantee that you said that's one video for you, buddy. I could definitely put you
I
in there.
don't remember that at all.
So if Marco's trying to bust your balls about it, trying to get the money back, you wouldn't retort with that. Like, that's one video for you, buddy.
I told him I would buy the chip. It was $60. I sent him the link to it. Why would I lie about that? I have no reason to lie about
I'm not
that.
saying you lied about it, but you got him a broken. Was the computer broken when you gave it to him?
No, absolutely not.
So many-
I don't see
1,000%
what the
it
difference
wasn't.
between making a purchase for something, then waiting 7 months and picking up the same thing if it wasn't used. But then when you pick it up and it doesn't work, I don't know how that. I just don't know how
Do you
that.
think it
First
just
of all-
like died in the box?
Yeah, it just died on the floor.
First of all, if you've seen
Lost
how he
oxygen.
transported it too, by the way, first of all, he slammed it upside down in his trunk, loading it in. Smashed it. So who says it didn't get all fucked up when he did that?
On transport. That's the story?
Exactly.
Okay.
100%. So yeah. And then when Al says anything, it's all fine and dandy. But Justin says that it's, oh, you hate Marco. So you sound like a loser that would vote for Jill Stein. That's
not,
all
Justin.
it boils
It's
down
point,
to.
It's point blank facts. Like it's just what it is. Like you lived to pick apart my brother's whole life.
What
So-
are you talking about? I don't say anything about the kid. I said one thing.
You don't say anything about Marco. Anything that Marco.
When is the last
anything that
time I said
Marco
anything
does.
about Marco?
But here's just another thing to add to it. It's like we just.
When
wait
is the
another
last
month to
time I
just-
said something about Marco, dude?
It's the last thing that you said about Marco. Let me just date back real quick. Should the
You do got a good memory, Nico. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
I
it's
have a
great.
I have-
Fantastic.
I have a little bit. I have a little bit. It's a little bit daunted, but
Oh,
guys
I'm
went on
waiting.
the shirtless thing. That's both of you. That's not just you.
The what?
the shirtless
thing.
pic. Oh, that's true though.
That's you.
Okay, so that was both of us again.
That's me.
I
Yeah,
said
I'll put
both
that
of
on
you.
me.
I didn't say just you. I said both of you.
Okay,
There's got to be more than
Guess you've been.
that
There's
was
gotta be more.
that was 8 months ago.
I am on the side that Justin is a little bit of a Marco hater.
No, I'm not. I don't like fucking when people are hypocrites. I don't like I don't like hypocrites in general. So if you're being a hypocrite, it bothers me.
So you think that he's
Doesn't
being a
matter who
hypocrite
you are.
because he couldn't vote?
What do you mean he couldn't vote? He chose not to vote. There's nothing stopped him from voting.
Well, he
went
said
and
that he-
sat in a sauna. He posted a video of him in a sauna.
Listen,
What are we talking about?
you got inflammation in the body. You got to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one. Number two is he did say that he went to Melrose High and he wasn't registered there.
And you registered in Saugus. Melrose
And
and
he couldn't make it
Saugus
back in time.
is a 5-minute drive. You're
Bad
already
planning.
out.
Bad planning.
And that was 2 hours before the end of the fucking thing. So what are we talking about?
I just think you are getting a little jacked up. Over,
Yeah, I am.
over the voting, over people's voting.
No,
You're
I don't
getting-
care. I don't care. That's
Yeah,
not
your
what.
girlfriend made you vote for Jill Stein. Like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, it's because your girlfriend did.
Yeah,
And you
you're right.
morph whenever you get a girlfriend.
Stop
you
talking
morph.
stupid. Stop talking stupid.
Al will tell you,
Stop
but he
talking
won't say
stupid.
anything now because I'm the bad guy.
Just stop
But
talking
5 minutes
stupid.
before you walked
No,
in,
I-
fucking
that's
I
not,
d-
that's not
I
the
You haven't even met
conversation.
somebody and you have fucking the balls to fucking say something stupid.
Well,
like
good
that.
news is she
Shut
doesn't.
up.
She doesn't listen to the podcast, so that's the good news. The second thing is, I do think that Nico gets a little bit nervous with the girlfriend that he feels like he has to
Be a different
pull
person.
in a little bit.
This wasn't one of those things, though.
I don't think the
It's like,
voting
it
has to
has
do with
nothing.
that.
And again, poke, dig as much as you want. Like, go ahead.
Hey, if you don't like it, don't do it to me. That's all.
What the fuck are you talking about? That's all you fucking do. No
That's-
one. I
that
didn't
is
come
not-
on this fucking show
simply
and press
not
somebody
true.
about fucking voting and then trying to say that someone's girlfriend's forced them to
Dude, I was
be someone different.
First of all, I was joking about
no,
the
you
voting
weren't.
thing.
No, you weren't.
Yes,
You
I
just-
was.
you kept-
I'm gonna-
It's a third. You've brought it up 4 fucking times to me. Why don't you just leave it alone after the first?
I
one?
don't think I'm gonna say this. This is gonna be my opinion. I don't think that any of the girls have tried to force you to be anything different. I think you take it upon yourself to sometimes morph. Not maybe morph is the right word.
Morph is not the right word.
Maybe
that,
like
I don't
you're-
change myself. Like I still
you're
take my
scared
teeth
to
out at the
show
dinner
yourself.
table. Like I do all the same shit. Like, oh my god, I didn't tell her about this podcast. Like, all right, like that really fucking crazy. This is a fucking joke of a podcast. It's
That's
like a time
true.
consumer. This is a social gathering. This is what this is.
Yeah, it's like you had what's it called? Softball. Like you had men's league softball.
It's guy time. Yeah, it's the same shit.
Would you lie to her about being in a men's league softball league?
I already told her that I did that when we first started talking. No, so like it's not different. But yeah, do we say fucking stupid shit on here? Do we not say stupid stuff?
Yeah, I just don't
And
know
has
how
it
she
come
doesn't
back
know.
and burned my dick more than once? Yes. Okay. So I think I have the right in my own life with my decisions to probably hold off on telling her that I'm on a podcast.
Do you think she's honestly going to listen to the full podcast, though?
You'd be so surprised because they do. They'll sit there and they'll listen.
Chris, have you ever listened to a full podcast?
Not
Yeah.
all at once. Or like
She's
if
never listened. She's never even
some
listened to
people
1
have,
minute.
Some people won't, but like, you don't remember I sent you the clip that the girl made of me talking about her being this was prior.
Yeah.
This was about someone being like a booty calling away, but that it was actually about her talking about it, and she found the clip and brought it to me. Yeah, so you get roasted. You gotta know what you're talking about. But I don't change who I am ever. We talked
So you
about
hide
this-
it.
We talked about this when it was.
Wait,
me
so
and
you're
you.
just trying to hide the fact that you do it? Or you're trying to slow play that you do
I'm
it?
probably trying to like slowly throw it in there that I do it, but because at the same time, it's like, guys, what we're doing here is not that serious. It's guy time. It's a social gathering.
That's what my thing is. Why are you lying about that?
Exactly.
It's
have
not
to.
I
like
think that's the point he's trying
can
to
you just
make.
admit that you're embarrassed of Justin?
no, like that. I mean, like as much as you'd like to throw that in, like that has again nothing to do with anything.
Is it because I have no comedic timing? Is that what it is?
That's part
That's
of
it. You have
no comedic instinct.
no comedic instinct. No, I wouldn't say that you have no comedic instinct. I'd say you have your own comedic instinct. You have your own comedic instinct.
Would you say that like most people don't agree with his comedic instinct? Is that what you were trying to say the last time on the podcast?
I would say not everybody, but there are people out there that definitely do.
Okay.
It's not like he's in a world one of one. He's got people out there. He's got Van Buskirk. He's got
Van Busker. I forgot about that.
He's got the kid. Is the kid Dibsy slid in either of you guys' DMs? He's huge fans of yours. He's a friend of mine.
Dibsy. No.
Yeah. Name's Christian.
His name's Christian Dibsy.
DeBerto.
No.
But he said he's got to meet Gaetano and the man with the tattoos. So obviously not talking about me, but talking.
So
about
my
us.
question is that do you think that any of those people would like the first 20 minutes of this podcast? Like you two just yelling at each other over dumb shit.
Yes, because people actually like
Me
that.
too. I loved it. I'll be honest. Like this is like at least there's some passion in the episode for once. Mm-hmm. You know, we do need a little passion. I think if I really did press you guys, I probably could have got you guys to fight, or at least smash some shit.
Even you don't believe me about the keyboard. No, I'm gonna show you because you don't believe me.
Relentless. Yeah.
He said to me the keyboard's not working.
Okay, so now we're back on the keyboard.
Yeah, because it's.
I almost feel like we have to call Marc Lewis to get like an
But
answer.
you're never gonna get a straight answer out of him. I have the receipts to prove it. Keyboard not working. I even have the link still in here. I gave him all the troubleshooting for it.
But then he said when he went to go back, they said that it's going to cost him $700 for like a mainframe or like a part that's not a keyboard, Justin. That's going to cost him a significant amount of money.
Listen, he needed a motherboard.
A motherboard.
It's a $60 chip. The motherboard wasn't reading the keyboard. Why is the keyboard wasn't working? Okay? Listen to the guy with the cybersecurity degree. Maybe I know what I'm talking about.
This guy? What is a cybersecurity? Cybersecurity, you learn the insides of computers?
You learn computers too. Yes, absolutely.
I would
I don't
hope
know.
my cybersecurity person knows how to.
I don't know.
Knows the pot. It's
He
like
doesn't know the
mechanic.
mechanic. I don't believe that.
What do you mean?
It's not a
mean, he
mechanic
has
because
to.
he's not fixing that. I'm trying to think of like a correlation of it.
It wasn't reading the keyboard. He needed a new motherboard. It was $60. I sent him the link to it. He upgraded the graphics card. He upgraded all these other things in the computer that cost him $15. I said, why did you do that?
They upsold him, is what you're saying.
They fucking took him to the cleaners. I said, why did you do that? He goes, oh, I just wanted to upgrade it anyways. So then don't come looking to me for the money that you spent on that. I would have gave you the $60. I don't give a shit. But don't demand all your money back because you upgraded your computer. That's retarded. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's like me going to I buy a car off them that needs a fucking new tire, and then I put a new exhaust on it, and I say, you got to pay me all the money I paid for this car because I put a new exhaust on it when it needed a new tire. It makes no sense,
But
Nico.
so as far as it being a computer, did he ask you like, hey, I'm looking to do X, Y, and Z? Does this computer that you're giving me, like as is, does that do X, Y, and Z? And then
No.
you said yes.
We
and then
never
got it,
had
and then he put it?
anything like that conversation.
That's what I'm saying though.
So was he
Nico,
trying to
it's
do a
game-
gaming computer? Is that what he wanted?
But
he wanted a Twitch?
it already was a gaming computer. I use it as a gaming computer. That's
Is this
all
the
I
one where
use
you
it
like
for.
jailbroke the
Yes.
Call of Duty and you
It
got kicked
obviously
off?
worked because I fucking played all my Call of Duty
All
on it.
I'm trying to just ask you a question is that's what I'm trying to say. So like how did it turn into spending multiple $100,000? Like so basically if I went to you and I was like, hey Justin, I need a computer that does this, this, and this for video gaming purposes. Okay, I have a computer that does this, this, and this for video game purposes. And then you give me the computer, then I get it, and it doesn't compare with what I asked you that it does. Now it's like, is that truly on you? Or like, I'm just saying, is that the scenario that happened?
No, the keyboard didn't work.
That's it.
That's all that didn't work was the keyboard.
It still did everything he needed to do.
It already had an upgraded graphics card. I upgraded it myself.
Because he said he put like 12. Now, not saying that it had needed $1,200 worth of work. I know
didn't.
he put money into it.
Yes.
I thought that it was like a $700 part. This is what again, two totally different stories, clearly. $700 difference that needed the computer to get going.
It was a $60 pot.
Now my
$60 pot.
my rebuttal to this is,
Okay.
do you remember that time where we sold those stolen cameras
That's
to the
different.
to the what's it called guy? The guy that was going to make porn. Clinton Sparks.
He spent $515.
Okay.
$515. All right.
Do you remember that time?
Yeah.
You fucked your cousin out of some money on that.
They didn't want to give us enough money.
So I mean, like, you fucked your cousin on some money. So there is that thing. So you have a track record of fucking your cousin out of money.
Here's the thing.
Did you say Clinton Sparks wanted to make porn?
Yeah, it was something like that, wasn't it?
Oh, that's just.
I forget the whole thing, but it
That's-
was Clinton Sparks.
I got a call to make.
Yeah, dude,
I
yeah.
remember Clinton Sparks
Yeah, dude.
growing up.
I think your brother.
Did he have like like a gelled? Do you have a gelled mohawk? Like a loser?
He's
He
been
was
all
on,
over
like,
the place.
jamming.
Jamming.
He was on,
No,
he
I
did
know.
An interview
I
with
remember-
Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy interviewed him.
Clinton Sparks.
I forget the whole thing of how it played out, but it was stolen HD cameras back when like HD was first came.
Yeah,
out.
they were Sony camcorders. They were like HD when HD just came out. There was like maybe 7 cameras that happened to fall off the back of a truck. He wanted $700 per camera. Whatever other money we got, we could keep. That's what he said.
Yes.
We could not sell the cameras for let alone 700, anything more. It's like, first of all, don't fuck me. They're stolen cameras. This is how I looked at it. Y'all trying to fuck me. I'm going to do all the legwork, and then y'all going to make $700. I'm going to make 50. You're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah.
That's how I looked at it.
Yeah. I get it, but
So
I was
we
like,
sold the cameras. Maybe we sold all of them for like $400 each. I told them we sold it for like $250 each.
Yeah.
So we split it
So he
50.
fucked his own cousin.
No, we split it 50-50, dude.
Not me.
No, me and him
Okay.
split it 50-50. If we sold them for $500 each and I gave them $250 each and I kept $250 each, like, listen, I did all the legwork, buddy.
Oh man.
That's a track record, though. Fucking.
I wouldn't. No, I would say that was a fair trade. You wanted to fuck me. You wanted me to give you $700 per camera.
Well, I don't know if he was fucking you. He was just hoping you'd get that.
Well, yeah, but it's like, I'm not making $50.
These things were $5,000 cameras.
I know they were.
So Clinton Sparks with his porn cameras. I think
They were.
that was the rumor. Like, hey, Clinton
He's
Sparks
like,
wants to film some porn.
He's
on
making
us.
porn on them. Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to make porns on them, dude. We're like, okay, we'll go meet this middle guy to get him the
crazy.
cameras.
And not only that, we broke the other guy off that brokered the deal.
Yes.
So it's like, did we really fuck anyone over? It's like everyone got a piece. If anything, I was Robin Hood.
Yeah.
I gave
Okay, you look
everybody.
at it however you want to.
Everybody got a piece.
He fucked his cousin out because he lied right to his face. He's like, "Oh, we can only sell 2 of them at this price." Meanwhile, it was like triple what he told him he sold them for.
Oh my god.
Gotta do what you
I think
gotta
it was
do.
like $250. He told him, and he sold them for like 6 each.
No, they weren't 6 each.
We should have kept one.
100%.
How long?
And then we would have never filmed any content with them.
Well, I got so much shit that I haven't used. I got fucking mics, extra cameras. And
How
shit
did we not do any man on the street? I thought that would have been a great idea to like those people that stand on the bridge with like all the like crazy Trump supporters, which I think is hilarious, to just go and ask them
I
questions.
think we should plan on the Jill Stein convention down the Commons.
That's
Down
what
the
we
Commons.
should
We
do.
got to wait for that. So I'm sure Nico has the
It's gotta
information
be-
on it. Like we're the Steinos.
I got a date. Yeah.
They call them the
I got a date in
Frankensteins.
I got a date in the location for
Yeah.
Jill and Frank Stein.
Yeah, Dylan Frankenstein.
They put another name on there.
Frank-
There's 4 names on there, right? It's like there's
Frank
there's also
Nigel
the 2
Stein.
majors and then there's 2 minors.
Yeah, I mean, whoever can get on the ballot.
I can't believe you voted for Frank Nigel Stein.
Dude, better off. Fucking.
If my
That might be
last name
true.
was Stein, I would definitely name my kid Frank, and his middle name would be N, because like Frank N Stein is just like, it's such a layup. Like, how do you not do that? You're a loser
I
if you
think you'd
don't.
probably do your favorite N word. You'd throw in the middle there.
Yeah, that's true.
Hada.
What word is that, Nico?
Nigel.
Close.
That was
Frank
close.
Nigel Stein.
Frank N Stein. Yeah. Yeah. So I think Marco is very confused. I think Marco, first of all, left it for 6 months. Don't come after me after 6 months of leaving it there that I housed it.
I know, but that doesn't. What does that matter though?
It doesn't really matter.
Like if I bought a baseball bat off of you, right?
Yeah.
And it sat in your son's room.
Okay. First of all, he Venmoed me $50. I wanted $600. He Venmoed me $50. And then 6 months later was like, where's my computer? I said, first of all, pay me the rest of the money and then come pick the computer up. So that's what happened. He made a $50
That's called a
deposit
down
on
payment.
it. Yeah, a down payment. What am I?
That's called a deposit.
What
down
is
payment.
this? Fucking rent-a-center?
What's
Get
he gonna
the
do?
fuck
Send
out
it
of
to you
here.
and not get it?
I said, listen, I'm gonna list this
On
online.
delivery.
I'm trying to sell shit. I have a fucking kid on the way. I'm trying to make room. He waited until her whole pregnancy to pick it up. It's like, hey, I'm trying to build cribs and trying to do all this shit. Get it out of my house. I would have listed this on eBay fucking 7 months ago. And then you pick it up and slam it into your car upside down.
So you think
and
it's
then
what-
you wonder why it's
You
broken.
think it was his transport?
When I swear on Nana and my mother and my father, this computer worked before I unplugged it and handed it to him. Hand to God. May I get cancer tomorrow if I'm lying. I am not lying.
You might already have it.
I probably already have it, but it's like, dude, you put it in. You first of all, you slammed it into your car,
And now we
upside
also,
down.
with the only two people that are witness to this slam upside down.
Me and him.
You will never gonna get an answer.
Never
on this
gonna get an
shit.
answer on this fucking untold tale.
Okay, but I have no reason to lie about it. That's the problem.
No, I mean, I get it. You know, I get it.
I just
would
think
say
it
both
comes-
parties don't have
yeah.
a reason to lie.
He
about it.
doesn't have a reason to lie. He's pissed that he upgraded the whole fucking thing and then cried about it that he spent the money. It's like, all you needed was a motherboard, dude.
Again, I can't
So
sit
your
here. I
stance
can't
is
hear
that you didn't do anything wrong and that you're not anti-Marco. Those are your stances. So
First of all, I'm not
that he-
anti-Marco.
and then he
I've
shouldn't
never
have-
been anti-Marco.
Never.
even when
No,
even
I
when
think
he stole
he-
your cop video.
I thought he was a retard. I called him out to his face. Did I not?
About the cop, what, the cop video?
Yes.
Yeah, he should have gave you credit.
Anytime I
All he had
have,
to do is give you credit.
anytime I have
Like,
problems,
you could take my, like, if I sent you a video from the wedding,
Yeah.
of that kid falling, and you put it up, and all you do is if you write a funny caption, then at the bottom there's like a video emoji, and you just tag my name.
That's it.
There's no sense for me to even
Yep.
remotely get mad at you. 'Cause
What kid
that's how
fell?
the
You have a
internet
video
works.
of a kid falling?
Bro, at the wedding. They put him up in the chair. They went to go do the thing with the wife.
Dude, send it to me.
And they launched him. And
That's
Oh, you gotta
hilarious.
see that
he
video.
landed right on his face.
Is he all right?
Right in front of me.
Dude, wait, that still
Like
is,
the back-
is a
the
great
back
video.
foot.
I think he said he separated his shoulder.
remember the back
Dude,
flip?
that's what I'm saying. The J5
Yeah,
video.
yeah, but this is...
Who is it?
Oh, he's roasted.
Is that
dude.
Dario?
Yeah, it's Dario. I was standing right there. Just like, oh, I like...
Just
dropped-
Who was
filming
holding
him.
the video?
I was holding the camera?
Yeah.
Someone next to me. Like, right... I was
No,
literally on
who
the
was
right
holding
side.
him, I meant.
Oh, fucking the kid that gave the greatest man speech.
So the greatest man speech.
He launched him. If you watch from the back left, launches up. The kid on the right has like no idea because obviously you have to all be in unison going up and
How
down.
have you not shown this fucking video before?
I don't know. But to get back on this
No, I want to go on this video.
to get back on this cop video real fast while he's doing any research he's doing, all he had to do was post it from the bad brain. This is not me being a Marco hater. This is me hating like him not having the common sense to be like, hey, we're trying to build a brand, and then he just took it for himself.
But do you think I think he felt like you were trying to like cannibalize the entire brand for yourself. Like you were like over coaching, and he just wanted to break away from that. That's what I feel like. I feel like he wanted to get away from us as quick as he could because of you.
Okay, who gives a shit? He's not here. It doesn't matter.
That's what we're going back to that. That's what I think.
By poaching a video, I mean, I know you're trolling. I see you smiling at him, and that's fine. You're trying to get me aggravated.
Is it working?
No, it's actually not. If
That's
I sent
weird.
it to the group chat, our collaborative group chat, why would it be my video for me? It's the video for the podcast. Guys, look how crazy this is. I just watched this cop get blasted in the face. It should have went on Bad Brain. Or at least if he posted a collab with Bad Brain. That was my biggest pet peeve on it, guys.
That to me is, I mean, again,
I still think you should have posted it.
It's very nitpicky.
He should have posted it.
All he could have
If he
done,
said-
all he
sent it-
could have done is just tag. All he could have done is just tag Justin.
because obviously that's where the original video comes from.
Yeah.
But I didn't even want the tag guys. That's not the point. I wanted Bad Brain. I didn't even want me to be tagged in it. I didn't even care about me. This is me.
Then that's when we got to you about that. You should have put it on Bad.
But this was me caring about us. And you guys very well could have seen the same video and posted it. My intent absolutely wasn't. So you guys have no excuse, just like I have no excuse. Could I have posted it while I'm out in the garden and barely had service and it squeaked out? I don't know how. But you guys all seen it and could have posted it too.
But I think this all goes back to your lack of instinct.
That's what it
because you
does.
could have had it up yourself.
I could have had it up myself. You're right. When I'm on a fucking first date with a girl, and that's not what I'm thinking of.
Do you think, honestly, if you
right.
posted that video first date, you wouldn't have Santino right now?
Probably.
Okay, just checking how that lines up. That is crazy that, like, you said you were going on this date with this broad. The first date you guys have, she gets punched in the face, and now you have a kid together.
She didn't get
Well, I mean,
punched.
the cop gets punched in the face.
Gets punched in the
So she's seen the whole, like,
you go on this first date. She gets punched in
Like
the face,
Snooki.
and now you guys got a kid together. It's like, yo, bro.
Yeah, I said
Like,
that wrong.
weird that he-
My point is she's seen all the ups and downs of this thing,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
and she listens to every episode. I'd wonder where she's living. We know, first of all, there's no bigger fan of you than her.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is great.
how it should be.
I think you could legitimately turn into Dr. Creep, and she probably wouldn't even, like, go against you. Like, that's how much she holds your water.
Yeah, and as it should be. That's what your partner's supposed to be.
I think she can't admit when you're wrong, and I hope she does that to you. Because
I
someone
can.
needs to check you.
I can admit when I'm wrong.
You're a crazy person.
I can admit when I'm wrong.
You're a crazy person.
He is.
I can admit when I'm wrong plenty of times.
I think it takes you a longer time than most.
I don't think
You're
so.
like my wife. My wife will never admit she's wrong.
I don't think so. If I'm like dead wrong about something and you catch me fucking like, nah, dude, you're wrong, I might try to argue my point because I still view it like I'm right. That's
what I'm
the
saying.
difference. If
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly believe I'm right,
Well, you stole it from your cousin, and you just said you were fine with it.
yeah, because it was a 50-50 thing. I think my argument holds water. It's like, dude, you wanted me to fucking get $50 for doing all the legwork. You're out of your mind. I don't think I stole from anybody. I think he stole from somebody, and that's just karma's a real thing.
I don't think he stole from anybody either. I just
Okay.
think
Well, somebody stole from somebody. It's just shit rolls downhill. He still got broken off the same amount that I got broken off. I think we split it 50-50, did we not? I don't really remember. This
That
was a long
cousin-
time ago.
is probably a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
100%. So, do I have a tough time thinking I'm wrong? 100%.
Yeah.
Letting go.
Do you have a tough
Being
time?
wrong.
Yes, he has. Do you have a tough time giving Marco any flowers? Yes, 100%.
I've
Listen,
said it. I've
we
said
had an
it
episode
on this
where we had to
podcast.
do it. He didn't even reach 100.
No, he didn't even get close.
Listen,
No,
dude, you ate 5 Oreos,
I think you
Nico.
go half.
Stop.
Listen, okay, again, hand up. Who had the saddest performance? Me, yet again. So I understand that, but I was just.
I mean, what am I supposed to do? Suck his dick live on camera?
Actually,
I would pay huge money for
Al
that.
almost had
He does a lot of things that I disagree with. I'm sorry. And it's
That's
like,
I mean, that's life, though.
and it's like,
so that's
it's like, Nico, there's a lot of things that you were just too young to remember. It's like all built up, like anything I've ever had, like for somehow he got his hands on and broke.
So do you get mad that because now we're gonna deep dive this into a therapy session here because you just said that. Now I'm gonna deep dive this.
But you
Are you
act
mad
like
that
it's not you two.
He has a level of fame
wanna
and you don't
sit-
have a level
no,
of fame.
I don't give a shit about
Okay,
fame,
I'm just-
dude. I've
I'm
said
trying to
this a
break that
million times. I don't give a shit about that. I never did.
I personally, and I've always stood on the fact that like I really think for Justin's personal health that like it's good that he doesn't have a lot of exposure because I think that he would do something very impulsively that's very regrettable,
I'm extremely
What do
impulsive.
you mean? What do you mean?
like stab somebody in the throat.
I
Justin,
wouldn't
no,
do
he's
that.
not
I'm not.
stabbed.
I'm not violent like that.
No,
I'm a pacifist.
I think
I think he'd get canceled.
I'd probably get canceled.
that's definitely up there on the top. If this is like Family Feud, that's probably up there. But I definitely think though, with like, especially maybe being approached out in public, sometimes people do things that just don't make sense.
Dude,
I don't know.
Shia LaBeouf was squaring up in the street with like 6 dudes the other day live on Instagram.
Was he?
Yeah.
Well, he's got the
So
drug
here's the
issues.
thing,
Justin
it's
doesn't
like-
have drug issues. That's his
No, just
saving
time out,
grace.
time out.
That's his saving grace.
Justin is trying to put himself like potentially in the same boat as
Is
Shia
he
LaBeouf, who's
loose?
clearly someone that's like
Yeah.
that's been battling some serious
yeah.
demons.
No, but what I'm saying is like you're trying to put me in a category like that, and I'm not like that. That's somebody that's famous. You just said if I had notability.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I do have notability. I have zero notability. Zero.
1%.
Look at
Got
my
noticed
only-
at the restaurant once for bad.
That is right. Yes, he did.
So, you
and he
got
thought
one.
he was famous at
got
that
one.
point.
I've
agree.
got
I
one of
did
those
not
too.
think I was famous. What planet do you live on?
The people
got-
that
you-
come,
you-
the
your
people
dick
that
grew a
are
little
regulars
bit.
at Wicked that come in and be like, "Hey, we still listen to the podcast." They make me feel good. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
They make me feel good. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you
wow.
want to hear that. It doesn't mean I'm like, oh, I text you guys, oh, somebody fucking recognized me from the podcast.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
That's as far as the
I still think
conversation
you
ever
guys-
went.
I still think-
you did it plenty of times.
I
You've
still
gone
think-
recognized and said it too. So
Yeah,
it's
I know,
like
I definitely got
you
recognized.
do it.
I'm
I
always
I'm
the
gonna be
fucking
honest.
asshole.
More people
Recognize you for the wrong
as
person.
prosciutto poppy than anybody.
That's so fucking crazy.
I know, dude. If
That's
they
how
ever seen
bad-
us two next to
that's
each
how
other,
bad people
Yeah.
are. Like with
Yeah, they're
with
retarded.
internet. No, I still think Justin sent that half drunken guy into Wicked to say that he watched my.
I swear to
did he
God,
slap
I
you
did.
back wicked hard too?
No. He
Was
didn't
that a
slap
different
me.
guy?
That-
Someone slapped you. I thought that was someone slapped you back wicked hard. Like, hey, yo.
If I were to be famous for anything right now, it would be my music more than the podcast. And you see how much I promote that. I made one video in fucking 7 months.
I don't think you're famous at the music.
I just said,
I'm not saying
if
you're not.
there was one thing I was gonna be famous for, it would be music over the.
I still
fucking
believe that,
podcast.
You know who's pretty famous
I
is the
still believe-
Driveways kids.
Yeah. I
Who?
agree.
Driveways.
My buddy's band.
Oh,
They're massive.
Oh.
Like fucking Mark Hoppus from Blink-182 tweets
Yeah.
about them all the time. It's crazy.
wow.
That seemed like it came out of left field.
Yeah. Well, they're super popular on the internet.
Did they just get big on like fucking Spotify playlists and shit?
So they got big on Spotify playlists before they put the mandate where they wouldn't put like local artists on Spotify playlist. They made a deal with Spotify made a deal with all the labels that said, "Hey, all these unsigned artists are blowing up because of your Spotify playlists, and none of them want to sign deals with us." It's actually wicked fucked up. Because then people like me that should have been on Spotify playlists don't get picked for them.
So this is another way the system got you down.
They're always trying to keep.
Do you think
down.
you just everything in business and life and all that shit? It's all about timing. Do you think you've had bad time in your whole life?
Yeah, pretty much. I have a dark cloud that just surrounds me at all times.
You think it's your energy you're giving off?
No, it's just like my energy I give off is just a lot of people just beat me down, you included. So it really just puts me in a bad mood.
So my energy to you beats you down.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you think you just take everything I say too serious?
No, it's just you're relentless most of the time. If we want to talk about it.
So
You don't think you're relentless?
No. I'm standing there walking, having a conversation with your mother. You walk in and just say, "Yeah, I'm nothing but on Halloween." It's like for no reason.
That's what I said?
Yes,
damn.
I don't remember saying that. I would never drop a hot F like
you did 100%. And then actually you said you know, and then you go. What
Were
you did.
you complaining about
I was
something?
having a conversation with your
complaining?
mother. Your mother said,
I don't remember. I did have a lot of scotch, but I don't
Okay,
remember.
so you were hamming.
and your mother told you to shut the fuck up, and then you walked back outside. That's what happened.
Well, I mean, were you crying about what was
I
going on?
wasn't crying about anything. Your mother had a conversation. Me and her. Your mother was asking me about it. I didn't bring anything up
Oh,
to her.
okay. That's why. That makes sense then. 'Cause he
Your
was
mother
crying
said
about
you need to be on anti-anxiety medicine. This is what your mother just randomly said to me.
Oh.
And I said, no, I'm too afraid to take that stuff. And then you walked in and go, oh, what's he complaining again? And then you just went, that's what happened. So
definitely
if
didn't
you
happen.
want to know why my energy.
He's a liar.
That
You
didn't
want-
happen. I mean, I don't know.
And even if he's taking that serious, he's crazy. in his own right. Yeah.
You don't believe me? I'll make the call to prove it.
Listen, I'm not saying I didn't say that.
I'll
I can
make
picture
the
me
call-
saying that,
I'll
but
make
if you
the call
take
to
that
prove it.
serious,
I don't think
there's
he's
something
not.
wrong.
He's not denying it, Justin. He is.
Yeah.
He is saying that
Listen.
he didn't come with serious intent. I'm just
Every
saying
word
for you.
out of his mouth the entire time I was here was negative towards me.
Wow.
With how I was dressed, how he
No.
would have did it better if he listen, every word I'm telling you the truth.
No,
I give 2 and 1.
Every word,
I give 2 to 1.
every word out of his mouth was negative towards me the entire time I was here. Even right up to the point when I was leaving, saying bye. You even said you called me a loser or something.
Oh, come on, this kid.
I'm just saying every word out of your mouth
That's
was
not true.
negative
That's
towards
not
me.
true.
So if that's all I'm hearing all night is negative, negative,
I didn't
negative,
compliment
negative.
your kid's outfit.
What does that have to do with me?
Oh, so you want it for yourself?
No,
I
I'm
was
just
telling
saying.
Sabrina that she looked great.
I'm
I said,
just saying.
I said you weren't fat enough. You were fat bastard, and you were fucking mildly fat.
All I'm saying
That's all
is
I
like
said. I said he needed to put
if
more
all
cushions
you
in it, he's
do
taking
is
it
say
so
is
serious.
negative things to somebody, and then you wonder why their energy is negative
I do forget how
around you.
sensitive you are sometimes.
It has nothing to do with being sensitive. This whole sensitive thing is really fucking annoying. It really
I
is.
did forget. The thing is funny.
So when
Totally forgot we're recording the crowd. Guess what?
so when you're just like being super negative towards somebody and then their energy around you is negative, like it's probably a you thing, not a me thing. Do you ever think of that? Step outside of yourself for a second.
Wow. He's
No.
saying, do you ever
It's
Hold
like
on a
it's
second.
like
He's
you.
saying it's the
hold on,
he's saying
hold
do you
on
ever
a
look at
second.
a mirror?
Hold
Have you ever
on.
looked in the mirror? I'll give you a prime
on.
example.
Okay.
And I'm
give
gonna
me the
put
example.
I'm gonna put question 5 on the ballot.
Yes.
Now, perception versus reality. I don't know what you have in your bank account. I have no clue. I have no clue what any of it is. Would you say from the outside people think that you have money? If people
I think yes, they think that, and it couldn't be further from the truth.
I'm just saying,
Yes.
this is perception versus reality.
Correct,
I'm going
yes.
here.
Yep.
So you're just pounding the pavement on question 5, how business and that, business and that, business and that, and then every video is you on the golf course ripping cigars.
Well, I haven't golfed in 2.5 months.
I'm just saying, I'm saying strictly perception versus reality.
Yes.
So does it, now you're toting about how you guys are going to be hurting and this and that's fine, and it's probably true. So I'm not saying that you're wrong here, but I'm saying the perception versus reality is you as a business owner, people think you probably have a fucking shit ton of money, and then you're crying that what's going to happen, and then you're on the golf course ripping cigars.
You mean the next day?
Yes.
Yeah.
So does that not seem like, oh, look at this rich asshole? Perception versus reality.
I guess I could see how you think that. Yeah, I guess you could see how you think that. But Nico was golfing with me. Is Nico a rich asshole?
No. I'm not saying
what?
that Nico is.
What does this have to do with me, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, see how they switched it.
No, I'm saying. My point is that you're saying that people golf. It's a normal thing. Rich people don't golf. I know that people think
Rich
that.
people definitely.
Rich
golf.
people golf, but it's a blue collar sport now.
Yeah,
It's turned into that.
I guess.
So,
but I'm
There's
just
a lot more.
I spend more money going to AMC to watch a movie, which Justin does all the time, than I do golf.
I don't do that all the time. Not since I had a
All the
kid.
time.
I've been to the movies 2 times in the past.
Here's what I'll
Yeah.
say, and
I have the AMC
Marco asked
subs.
me this yesterday. He goes, "What would honest if question 5 passed? What would have been the first thing you would do?" I said, "I'd probably have to fire Justin
Yeah.
because who's going to afford all this stuff? Someone has to.
Yeah,
it
you
has to
fire
go
me.
off on Justin." I go, I just so pissed that he has like a girl and a kid now. Like if he was single, see you later.
Mm-hmm.
But since he has a girl and a kid now, I have to think about these things.
Yeah.
That is, I was there. That verbatim is like
Yeah.
hand.
I
What
did say
he
that.
did say
Yeah.
word for word.
But he's also trolling. And the fact that, do you see how it's like I'm not even there and you're still doing it?
Well, it was. a
But do you
funny
see
joke at
how
the
I'm
time.
not even there and you're still doing it?
We're not allowed to joke about you when you're not.
Oh,
there.
well, but where was Nico pounding the pavement that all I do is pick on Marco? Where are you pounding the pavement that all he does is pick on me?
Listen, the difference. Okay, so here's the difference between.
That's fair for you to say that to me because he does do a lot of ripping. So okay, now let me just hold on.
I got an argument first. I got an argument
Hold
too.
on, because he brings a good point. All right, so you're saying like he peppers you, you pepper Marco.
Why is it any different?
It's no different.
Do you think I don't love your brother?
That's not what I said.
Do you think I wouldn't fucking bury a body for him?
No, you wouldn't.
I don't know
no,
if you
you're
would.
retarded.
I don't know if you would.
You
Adam,
guys are
I
I
retarded.
don't know.
try to
If we
take
come-
his
if we're
Instagram
coming down,
account.
if we're coming down to seriousness, I don't know if you'd
That's
actually do that.
crazy. I
Would
would
you
do it for
rather my
all of
brother?
you. What?
All right. I'm just, hey, listen, we're at this time. We're asking these
I don't know.
questions.
The way he
crazy,
sold his
guy.
cousin down out over those cameras. But
I have no idea about the camera store.
Here's my argument.
But Justin, to answer your question, there is no difference.
Here's my difference.
I just obviously I get a little bit more on the defensive side when it comes to Marco. I've done that for everybody, like everyone. I know obviously it's more towards Justin because it's more relevant because it like that's who's more kind of I guess like not in the way, like that's more of like who's where it's like relevantly coming from. But like if it was anybody, like I'm gonna say anything to anybody. But if he's wrong, but there is times where my brother is completely a retard. I've also admitted that.
My
as well.
question now, I just have one follow-up question.
Sure.
Do you think he deserved to be ribbed on if he is, listen, he has been extremely vocal about being a Republican recently and we need to go vote for this and vote for that. Has he not?
Yes.
And then for him to not even vote himself and then get on the fucking internet the next day and say, we did it, guys, blah, 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 blah. Does that not deserve a rib?
I would just say that there's not a lot of, I mean, I think you would probably want to expend more energy than someone like me who doesn't care as much about that. I guess, listen, there probably is people that are with you on that. Me personally, I'm like, who really cares? But I'm not going to disagree with you and say that there's not people out there that are in the same boat as you. Like, you can't be rah-rah about this, that, and the third, and then when it comes to literally the one day that you're supposed to do something, you don't do it, you know? So it's like, what's the fucking point? But at the same time, for me, like there was a thing that someone posted, like, listen, no matter who you vote for, that shouldn't ruin like friendships, that shouldn't get bad banter, that shouldn't get like a reaction out of, depending on whatever it is. I see both sides of it, to be honest with you. I get you could be like, yo, listen, like that's annoying, but I could also see the side of it where it's like, all right, whatever. Like
This whole country was founded on debate.
Yeah. So just to go back, the difference between me and
oh yeah, because that was where this stemmed from. Because when he asked me, which was the good question.
If anyone with a brain can see intent behind things, like me, I'm just busting balls. There's no intent behind it. Which Justin, people feel like there's an intent behind it. Like he's actually mad. Like me making fun of Justin at a party is me just being like a troll.
But I don't understand when I do it, it's a problem.
I think the way you do it, it doesn't seem like it's
why? Because of my tone of voice? I don't understand.
I think because you're serious more. It's serious. Where like
so
me,
what?
like no one thinks I'm serious.
And why should they think I'm serious?
I think it's the tone in which you say
serious?
stuff sometimes.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Are you being serious? Like he's not being serious.
No,
like,
I know.
He doesn't really think you're a bundle of sticks. And
Why am I
Well, no,
not
I do
allowed
think
to rib?
I do think he's a bunch.
I know, but that's you guys being as close as you are, like since birth.
Why am I
brothers.
not
Like, you don't
allowed
think
to?
my
This
like,
is
what-
my point.
What was my brother saying to me while I was on the tee box? My brother was saying the craziest shit to me while I was on the tee box.
Yeah, he was calling you a word that Justin used 4 times in this podcast already.
Multiple times.
Yes.
Well, I was just repeating what you said.
And might have thrown.
There's no video or audio evidence of that.
I have proof.
And might have thrown a race in there somewhere.
If
towards
you,
me.
she'll lie for you.
No,
She'll
won't.
lie for you. She'll die.
She'll
for
throw
you.
me right under the
That's
bus.
great. She'll lie for you. She'll die for you.
She'll throw me right under the bus. She goes, that's great. She'll lie for you. She'll die for you.
for you.
She'll throw me right under the bus, dude. The only point I'm trying to make is that I would say I have tonal issues because I do it to her. I constantly, all I do is rag on her. So, but I'm kidding 90% of the time.
I also am like that, but I get the reverse end of like you being a fucking dickhead. I'm like, dude, I'm just joking, but okay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Tonal. Very tonal.
Now I know I can't bust his balls.
No, it has nothing to do with busting my balls. The point I'm trying to make
If
is
you're gonna bust his balls, you gotta suck his dick after.
Yeah.
no.
Clearly.
The point I'm trying to
I
make.
thought that's what we
See, you completely missed the point here. The point I'm trying to make is why is it okay for you but not for me?
It's not, and I
That's
think
how I feel.
Al, I think okay, and that's very fair. And I think Al, your rebut to that was
Yes.
intent.
Intent.
That's all.
But what intent?
More of like you mean in a more serious way. It's like getting personal with whatever you're talking about.
You think I take it personal that he didn't vote? We're in Massachusetts. The electoral college is like 2 or 3 points. Our vote does not matter. It does not matter. That's the reality of it. So if I think like he's being a
out that you're more political than I thought you were, Justin.
He is,
I thought we were chilling. I thought we were all like could give a fuck.
He's really getting really upset about it.
No,
I didn't
I'm
know that you
not
were,
getting
like,
upset
ripping
about it. The point I'm trying to make is that if y'all gonna tote and fucking pound the pavement, that would be him.
So you're
being
just calling out hypocrisy.
That's all.
That's it.
I'm just ribbing at it.
But I think that I don't think you're wrong in calling him out for that because it is hypocrisy at its finest that he doesn't. I get it, but I think it's the backstory that people are looking at you and like a lot of people, whether it's fair or not, think that you hate Marco deep down. Not that you hate him, but maybe like you're jealous and you're super critical of.
Why would I be jealous?
I'm just saying what people feel.
And that's retarded. They're all retarded.
So even the people that used to do that, like listen to the podcast, that's how they feel. Like he left because of your two relationships.
And if you listen to every episode, everybody ragged on him, not just me. So it's just he takes it personal when it comes from me. That's why. Why? Because your mom thinks I hate him. Nico's mom thinks I hate him.
No, I don't think my mom. I don't know if my mother. I don't know if I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know if my mom thinks that you hate.
Well, he's saying people. I want to know.
I don't know. You just threw my mother in there.
I know. I had to go right to your mother, dude.
Right to my mom. I don't know. My mom's fucking out to lunch, dude. She's
I'm just saying.
McDonald's.
Who is it? Who thinks I hate him?
I don't
Maybe
know.
you get an unfair rap because you are critical of people, but I'm critical of people, but people don't take me like my intent matters.
Yeah,
Like
well, you know what it is people just, they're losers. They're all losers.
so maybe maybe it's just like the way you present it.
It's because of my tone.
Tonal.
I have tonal issues.
That can
It's been a
totally.
problem for every relationship I've ever had.
So you sound like a jealous twat. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't think I sound jealous at all. Me being jealous would.
No, I'm not
He's
saying. I'm saying all the people perceive it like
Perceive
Nico's
it
mother
like that.
perceives it this way.
Yeah.
Like my mom.
Yeah.
I guess
People
now.
like Nico's mom.
Your aunt. Both of your guys' aunts.
Yes.
It's like, it's so funny that everyone else control, but when I do it, it's a problem. Do you see how that's a problem?
I don't know, but
I can see how that could be
trolling.
frustrating for you.
Trolling, I think, is like in a funny manner. I guess you're right. It's a tonal thing. Like you're really trolling Marco. Like you're really busting Marco's balls. You could really care less and think nothing different of Marco that he didn't vote, right?
I
Or no?
absolutely could not care a single bit at all.
Okay, all right. Then that's
So if he
trolling.
never
Then
put
it's-
up a
then it's-
video
then
about
it's-
how he
then
loves
it's-
Trump and all the Trump stuff.
Then it's
Why would I say anything?
Then it's a joke in a sense. Then it's just.
Well, I don't think it's a
Justin
joke.
Giving,
I don't
I
think
know,
it's
but
a
it's
joke.
Justin giving Marco.
Well, what
a hard
is
time.
calling me a fat 12 times in a row a joke?
Hold on. Like
Why is that a joke?
you can't use that word. It's not funny. That's number one.
Well, I don't know why
Number
you
two
did it
is
then.
you get it didn't happen. You get extreme. It's clearly you're sensitive about sicknesses.
I don't think it's a sensitivity. It's a you don't experience what I experience. You'll
Right.
never be able to feel what I feel. There's a reason I have to get
I
corrective
still
surgery
don't
for it.
get the whole question 5 thing and then me golfing the next day. I don't get where that ties
He's saying
in.
you can't cry for question 5 and be a rich fucking asshole.
Well, what would happen legitimately if question 5 passed is, I'm dead serious about this. This is an honest answer, is people that I love and I know would lose their jobs. They'd lose their jobs. They'd lose their houses. Like, that's what would happen if that was passed. Now, would it happen as quick as,
The next
everyone
day?
say? Probably not, but there would be some drastic changes happening in every single small business.
I think
across
in every single small
Massachusetts.
business, people would have to have tough conversations with people. I
Tough
might get outed.
fucking conversations.
I'd probably get
And the
outed.
only reason I say it is because I've had multiple people text me about you in those videos that you're posting. They're like, this kid's got more money than anybody, and he's
Well,
on
that's what
here
they
crying.
think. That's what they think. That's fine. And people
I
think
presume,
that
I presume for a long time.
Hence why
that
I said
you just
perception
pissed-
versus reality.
You just pissed money. But that's me being young and dumb.
Yeah, that's just dumb. People think the restaurants make a shit ton of money. They absolutely do not make a shit ton of money. That's the problem. It's razor thin margins. You guys don't get that. That's why they all fail. That's why restaurants fail.
Yeah.
Feel
Perception versus reality.
Feel that.
I'm negative almost every single week in my checking account.
Yeah, welcome to the fucking club.
Welcome to the real world, guys.
Welcome to the club.
So,
You were on another podcast.
yes.
So now you said something to me yesterday that definitely did bother me. But I answered you with an honest answer, and that's
Okay.
just straight up.
All right.
What it
All right.
was.
What was it? Do I know what it is?
Yeah, you should know what it was. You just like out of nowhere looked at me and like, we were in the golf cart and we were talking about that episode, and you looked at me and go, you know, they got 5 sponsors and they got less this and this,
Oh, yeah.
and I was like, fuck. Then I got pissed, but there was nothing to really get pissed about. I just said it to you. I said that's basically solely why they have that. Not because it's not a good product. I've never even listened to it. I'm sure
We
they're all
do
good
nothing to get sponsors.
guys. I said what I say to you. I said that's effort. I said that's literally just based off.
We
of
do
effort.
absolutely
5 sponsors,
nothing.
a Patreon with paying members.
We're paying members.
I said Patreon months ago, years ago, and you guys didn't want to do it. It's stupid. Nobody will ever pay for it. It seems that Justin kind of knows what he's talking
Here's what I
about.
will say. After looking at that, I think you might have been right about the Patreon.
See?
Listen, I admit when I'm wrong. I'm one of the few on this podcast that actually do that. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Why? I can put my hand up. I'm like Justin.
Nico-
though. I'll fight my side.
Nico, every single one of us can put our hands up. The problem is if we truly believe that we're right, then we're going to argue it until we're dead ass proven wrong. And
Yeah.
then if that happens, then I'll be like, all right, I guess I was wrong.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's a yeah.
If you
Glad
believe
cut-
it, then you believe it. It's anything else in this fucking world. Cat, don't hit the camera. So I think we should have done Patreon for sure. It's probably too late now because probably we have 3 listeners at this point.
What about? How can we revive it?
I don't think there's any revival.
I think that this episode was good because it had a little passion at least, you know. That's good.
I know, but it also's got some stuff on there that what we're on, we clearly know that's not gonna like. So it's not gonna do good. There's a lot of effort.
Maybe it was a little deep in there. That
No,
It was.
this-
It was. But listen, Al's not wrong, but also from a standpoint of where we're at, like we can't. It's basically like non-usable footage. Like you can't.
I think we just still
you
make it.
guys both know that we can't rip that. Like you can't rip like
Well,
that. Or we'll never progress going some way talking like that. We can't.
I
We have
agree.
to
I
change.
agree.
I think you should
100%.
bring back that word, but that's my honest opinion.
That's a conversation for another.
because you
episode.
never call you.
I
never
thought
towards a
that,
gay
that was,
person.
I thought it was on the ballot. It was question 6.
Hey, I just found the title for this episode. Question 6.
I thought it was we sprung a leak, but we can do question 6.
No. Let's try to deter from the fact that I had to lie to my girlfriend to come here. So
Can we just fix that?
yeah, I'll fix it. I'll get it fixed by next week. That and the leak.
So do you not see why I thought I was trying to rib on you for it?
Justin, that's fine. I don't think it's fair that you've never met someone before to say that they've pressured me to do something.
I don't think anyone was. You were taking it as he was saying about your girl. We're saying that it's on you.
No,
You're
I
doing it
thought
yourself.
I took it. The way that
No.
he was saying it to me, I took it as he's like, "Well, your girl's morphed you." Like,
Oh, I said you more.
no, you said I morphed, but the girl forced me to do something.
I think you put things
Like,
on your
I
own.
don't care. I literally, guys, this is the first time I've ever voted in 30 years of existence. And
you
real-
voted for Jill
Stein, yes.
Frankenstein.
Justin, because truthfully, brother, like I get it. I know people are here for the Trump. I definitely don't want Kamala Harris being president. I don't like either of the candidates, though. Like, it is what it is. You said it. Everybody has to go to work the next
You
morning.
should have just voted for
except
CeeDee
for Al.
Lamb.
Yeah, I should have. I should have.
You should have wrote in for CD Lamb. That would have been awesome.
And then took a picture and just been like,
Yeah.
"You're my dog."
That's what I would have.
My question about
I
this
guess
is,
I'll wait 4 years
do you
for
remember
this.
those vote or die campaigns?
Yeah.
Voted.
Is Marco going to die in the next week or so? Because
He
didn't
might die
vote.
now.
He might die.
I would call your brother Nico and
If
just
they
wish him
advise-
good. questions.
Do you want the computer back? It's all fixed up now.
It's all fixed now.
Fucking clean.
It's fucking state of the art.
I guarantee
You got room for it?
Listen, here's the funny part.
You guarantee that
Is
thing's
it's
collecting
probably collected dust the entire time. He's probably never used it.
I think he was on Twitch once.
Okay.
dust? No, listen. If you have like that, what my brother has is what I would have needed for both streams. That would have.
I thought that's what you were doing.
Dude, that cost a lot of money. All that equipment cost mad money that I didn't have at the time to expense.
I spent
to make.
$1,500 on the computer.
Yeah, so like all
To
the
even
people,
get the
all the
computer.
people that were messaging me is like, hey, if you really want to take this Bo Buchanan to the next level, here's a link. I'm like, click on the link. It's like this Alienware. I'm $1,750. I said, who's financing I can't finance a computer right now. It's not what I'm trying to do.
Crazy.
Speaking of which, to get into some other things as we're wrapping up in like 10 minutes. Patriots. What do you like? So
To be honest, I
sports.
don't like anything about them.
Okay.
Not
That's
even
fair.
Drake May.
Not even Drake May. You don't.
He's
you don't see
he's the only bright spot right now.
So you like one thing.
Okay.
He's
So
the only bright
that's something.
So you like one thing.
Okay, maybe.
Celtics lose. I guess everybody.
They lost last night. Those jerseys are trash. The Warriors jerseys.
Yeah, it was ugly. This is definitely something they brought up, like Steve Kerr, because of course Steve Kerr had a bench like at least somebody in the Olympics, and obviously Tatum got the. You can't have the coach be the enemy in a game. He doesn't play. It doesn't carry the same weight. Doesn't have a lot of buzz.
I agree.
Essentially,
I agree.
Yeah, it's really not a revenge game.
there was no revenge there. And then at the same time, they had a complete defensive debacle with 5 minutes left,
I
and they
just
lost
seen
the
that.
game.
That looks good. It came out nice.
Oh,
I didn't even notice that. I do
Imagine.
think it's a little bit
creepy.
presumptuous for you to just throw a canvas our way when we have no canvases in the whole house. Like, did you think about the decor of our stuff?
It looks great there.
Before you
You have a canvas right there.
forget about that canvas. That
Well, you can't say there's a canvas right there. You got another canvas up there.
That's
Wait,
not canvas.
time
There's
out.
wood. There's wood around it.
You got a canvas.
There's wood.
right-
There's wood on the outside. You need to put
Time
wood.
out. Time
I
out.
wish you put
canvas.
some wood around it.
Time out. Justin,
Yeah.
you got that?
That was very nice.
Yeah.
Of him. That was nice of him. I'll give him credit.
Because
That
I'm
was
such
nice.
a bad guy. Everyone thinks I'm a bad guy. I ordered that the day she posted it.
Wow.
Is there anything gayer than interior decorating someone else's house? So now it kind of makes sense.
I just can't
looked up
win.
on the other night.
Just can't win.
Can't win.
Just can't win.
No, it's a good picture.
Yeah, I think it's great.
The wrong dog died.
The wrong dog died. That's
Basically, it's a picture, guys, just to explain. It's my kid laying with my dead dog.
While there's another dog.
Yeah,
laying
the
on
wrong
the
dog
couch
died.
sleeping.
Even though he ain't bad now. He's
probably
he's
pissed
all right.
himself.
he's all right.
He's getting better.
But
Yeah,
I
you
guess I'm gonna continue smoking cigars. I'm gonna keep trying to golf if I can.
No, I think that might have been the last.
And I'm still gonna flip out about stuff that I don't like or that's gonna hurt the people that I like, including myself. Imagine if someone's coming and they're gonna take fucking 50% of everything you own.
Listen, I get it. I totally get it. Granted, I probably would have got a pay bump if I.
You probably would have got fired. I'm not lying.
No, I definitely would have not got.
We probably
fired.
would have just. This is what would have probably happened. For sale sign would have went up on the nose. That pass. See you later.
You think so?
Not even worth it.
Do you think legitimately you would have sold?
I think that you guys don't understand how society would have reacted to it. If you look at even the comments on the Pulling the Cork podcast, I went on that and they put first of all, they got their clip out in fucking 6 hours. I recorded it on Sunday and they had it out like 3 hours after I was done with the podcast. That's how quick they do their clips.
That's awesome.
Shout out to Pulling the Cork podcast.
Do they have someone that does their clips?
The guy that's on it.
What do you mean? So they have one.
He
of the,
films, it records, and does it. He's on it. It'd be like if me or you did it.
Okay, so
So they don't have
None
any
of
help.
us have any comedic instinct.
That is true. Well, we know that. The point is that in those things, they're all like, yeah, we're never going to tip again. That's what would have happened. So I don't know how that makes me rich, and I can't talk about that when it's directly affecting my business.
I think people wouldn't have tipped. They wouldn't have tipped.
They wouldn't have tipped. They would have just assumed.
It would have even given the people that barely do tip 20%.
I think
more of an excuse.
I
just to
think
not even do
I
it.
think where you're located it's half true. I think the people that people that work in the industry are still going to tip.
Imagine those still. Yeah,
The
that's
people-
true. Yeah. Those are the best tippers.
You're in the North End, guys. Both of you work. All three of us work in the North End. Well, you own a restaurant in the North End, but the two of us work in the North End.
Okay.
90% of our customers, depending on the time of the year, are from different states. Agree or disagree?
I would say yeah, it's a high percentage. I wouldn't say you guys get you do get way more tourists than we do.
We are a tourist trap.
You are.
100%.
We are.
Do you think these people are looking up our wage laws?
I see what you mean on that, but I think that when I would go, listen, I'm different because I'm in the service industry. You're the same way. People know in California they're getting paid X amount. They know in their head, some people, cheap people, I'm not going to tip.
Yeah.
If you look at it, that's what they think. They think that they have to tip because this person's relying on it. Once they know they don't need to rely on the tips,
Your tip goes down. Yeah,
your tip's going to go down. That is what 100% what would have happened.
But I personally would tip 20% regardless.
I know you would. I know we would. But I'm saying in general, we're not most people. That's what you don't realize.
People come in now and leave $2 on $150.
And they think
tab.
that they're relying on it.
Yeah.
So
Those people should get shot in the fucking face. That's my opinion.
Yeah, kill them.
They kill them. They're fucking terrible people.
they just shouldn't go out to eat. You take to go. If you don't want to tip correctly, you get to go food. That's all. It's not simple.
Your
It's a simple
sister,
thing.
this guy ordered a fucking pizza the other night and tipped her $100.
Yeah, because he wants to fuck her.
That's what I said.
Tipped who?
Your sister. $100 on a
My sister's kind of not
on a pickup on a to-go pizza. I go, you out of your mind? $100.
Who was he?
There was two young guys that were hammered
Oh, nice.
right at the end of the night.
You gotta love that.
I mean,
And she had like a good night on top of it.
Yeah, I'm sure she did.
Yeah.
Do you ever miss going to serving? Because you make less.
I make less now. I work more and make less. So I
Yeah,
would
but
work.
I don't consider what you do work. Like,
Okay.
it's like
I
full
know
work.
I know you don't.
In terms of like running around, you don't run around as much. You're more stationary. Agree.
Yeah,
with
I'm
that.
definitely more stationary than I would as if I was a server. Absolutely. As
Okay.
a server, you're not stationary at all.
So it's less work
it's-
on your body.
On my body, but not my brain power. What do you mean, dude? Coming to work with the two 16-year-old hosts that we have in fucking mumbling.
I'd run circles around you.
Okay. Come do it, please.
I know I would.
No, basically, I'm a fucking receptionist with how much the phone fucking rings and I have to answer it.
It's tough.
It's a
Not
lot.
out here. And a lot of people ask you, should we vote no? Vote yes?
No, nobody.
Yeah.
Not one person asked.
We had it on the checks.
Yeah, but it's like tiny print at the bottom. No one's reading anything
I know.
on the checks either. So,
maybe one person looked at it.
yeah.
I like to think my podcast, with the Pulling the Cork guys, just changed a ton of people's minds.
That's what
definitely
it
the
did.
posts, I do like that people are in my things being like, how could this fucking rich asshole just be telling me what to do with the
It's
vote?
so fun.
Like I'm fucking Beyonce telling you to vote for Kamala.
That's what they think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, anybody,
I'd like to know who's the theys there.
I know it's the same people. I'd like to know who send you pictures of me and say, "Oh, this is Justin." I want to
lot.
know those people too. So, tough titties.
Tough titties.
It's tough
We're
titties.
never gonna know. You can't reveal sources.
You can't. This is. You have your sources. Guess what? I have mine.
I would say that your sources, just by like hearing that, are losers and they have loser DNA. That's
And
what I would say. They just
you know
have
what?
losers.
That's exactly the same. Like that's exactly how I feel about your sources. I think
but my sources are good guys.
I think your
run-of-the-mill guys.
sources. I think your
Hard
sources.
working kids.
Yeah, they're real
all
hard
around,
working.
you
That
know, blue collar.
they're so hard working that
Yep.
they're too concerned about me. It sounds like they're losers. It
My
sounds like
sources
they
are better
might
than your
eat.
sources,
It sounds
never.
like they might eat chicken palms at Burger King. It sounds like they might.
No,
fucking,
he's probably he would be a source, but no, he's not. He's
It
not.
sounds like they have gray eyelashes. Is what it sounds like
No.
to me. They sounds like maybe they put out fires. Is what it sounds like to me.
No,
I know your sources.
I know those are the sources you think I have.
I know your
These, my source network.
I
is
know
wide,
your sources.
and it touches everything.
I got them too.
I got them where you least expect it.
I got
People
'em
seeing your
too.
pea pods getting dropped off.
Yeah, who
I got
cares?
people all on your shit.
I think that's so
I knew you
weird.
had pea pod before you had pea pod.
I think that's so weird
Yep.
that whoever that was, it's like you are a loser if you're concerned about how I get a fucking. Try going grocery shopping in a Mini Cooper with the fucking with your soon-to-be wife and 7-month-old.
All I
son.
know is I make one phone call, I'll take it. You don't have trash anymore. That's all. One phone call, your fucking trash is gone. Take his trash barrel back. That's what I'll do.
All right, well, that's it. Okay, if that's your source, let's see what happens next time they come into the restaurant. They're gonna get a double check.
You working tonight, Justin?
Yes.
I'll see you at 5.
What are you coming in to eat? Double check.
4.
You coming at 4 o'clock tonight?
No, 4 with 4 people.
Oh.
Me and 3 others. 5 o'clock.
Are you bringing the girl?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm gonna get to meet her.
Yes. Yes.
Are you going to tell her all the shit you've been talking about her on this thing?
No, I never talked any
Just
shit about
please,
her.
Please don't rat me out, Justin.
He
I'm
already
not
said.
gonna
He said
rat you
today.
out.
He said today. I
Like,
called him on the phone.
I did say this.
He said, "I'm gonna." The first thing I'm gonna do
I
is
did
tell
say
her
that.
that he's got a
Please,
podcast.
dude, please don't.
I did.
Like, I'm
say
asking you very nicely.
No,
'cause I don't
please,
want to
Justin,
freak out
do
and
it.
stop breaking
Nico.
up.
You have to do
First
it.
of all,
You have to.
I am. This is what I'm saying is like, dude, I'm just breaking balls. I get it. I'm in a relationship. I'm not. I like.
I got
Would
you.
I
I'm
not
just
like
saying.
the first? See, you guys think that Marco doesn't start anything when the first words out of his mouth is to Sabrina is, "What is Justin like in bed?"
No.
Like, you don't think that's retarded,
No, he
guys?
did say
Absolutely.
that.
That
So
is
how does
crazy. If
that
my
mean-
brother ever
Well, there's
said
no
that-
intent behind it.
Listen, I would love for my brother, and the first time that he meets my girlfriend, I dare him to say anything fucking stupid like that.
But
'Cause
see-
you guys want to see fucking John Jones.
Did I not?
fight for the
Did
third
I not
time?
let it slide?
Are you DC or John Jones?
I'm John Jones.
Would you say I would have had every right to flip out on him?
Yeah.
Did I not?
1,000%. That's
Did
just
I not
downright
let it slide?
disrespectful.
Exactly. So that's my point. When people say that, oh, Justin just hates Marco, it's like there's proof right there that I absolutely don't. Because I had every right to just smash him in the fucking teeth.
You tolerate Marco.
No, it's just I just don't like hypocrisy.
Just calling
And
it out.
It makes
No, I'm
me
saying like
one
you
post at a
tolerate
time.
It
Marco,
makes me
you
poke
tolerate
at it.
Marco going up to you. Obviously, now that soon to be wife at the time wasn't saying, "Hey, how's Justin in bed?"
Which is, it's like
Like,
the
Marco's
first word out of your mouth, dude. It's like
so
you're an
sick
idiot.
to say that
You're
to
an
somebody
idiot.
the first time you
So
say something.
that's just the proof is in the pudding.
Not like what's your favorite color?
And
Like, hey,
90%
what's
of
my cousin's
Al
cat?
trolling is saying that I'm jealous of Marco because he knows it fucking aggravates me. He knows it gets under my skin.
I do think you're a little.
Albert knows.
but my opinion doesn't really.
Albert
matter.
knows that if it's gonna get under my skin, he's gonna hammer on it and then just hammer on it and hammer on it until his hands bleed.
I didn't bring it up. He brought it up.
And that's why. Listen, it's
I didn't bring
fine.
up that you're jealous of Marco. He brought that up.
And
I don't know if I said. I don't know if I
It
said
couldn't
that.
be the furthest thing from the truth. I don't have a jealous bone in my body for anybody. I'm concerned about paying my rent, making sure my kid's healthy, making sure I can save up for this fucking wedding that I have to pay
Question
for.
5 didn't pass. That's all I'll say.
Because then I'd be fucking
You'd be
looking for a new
something
job.
else. You'd be
which
at
is
Dave's
fine.
Hot Chicken. Imagine if you had to work for Dave's Hot fucking chicken.
No.
After
no,
all that
no,
shit
no,
you
no,
talked.
no,
That's what I'm saying.
That's like hell on earth. That's
Yeah.
got to be hell on earth. Like, fam, that'd be hell on
Would
earth.
be. I would not survive.
He did admit that it was way better the second time he had it.
And I admitted it 100%.
Oh, really?
He said it was delicious.
It was way better the second time. I don't. Maybe
Might
I
have been a
just.
bad rap.
You went
I
he
got
went
it
in
hurt.
hating it. That's why.
I did not go in hating it.
He said it was dusty. He didn't realize they
What-
had spices on it.
What
That's why.
about?
It was too.
Hey, have
powdery.
you tried? Have you tried? Have you tried your local
Chicken
your
and
local
more?
Chicken and more?
No, I
You
never
haven't
went.
tried. Are you fucking kidding me?
I never
you
went in
haven't
there.
tried chicken and more.
I've never stepped foot in that place.
Not this week. Next week we're all going to Chicken and More.
All I'm saying
Yes, we are. 'Cause-
is-
and you're gonna go. We need to stitch that fucking beginning of that video where he's like, "We got chicken and more stuff." Too." That's my favorite line. It's like it's chicken
plus other stuff
plus
too.
other stuff too. Like what the fuck?
So all I'm saying is the whole Dave's Hot Chicken thing, why I got fucking aggravated about it was not just because of Marco. it was everybody and their mother got paid to fucking do it. And it's like, I don't want to go somewhere if you're paying. I want genuine. That's why I like, what do you eat today, sir? And you can stand by wholeheartedly on this. He's going to give you the honest fucking thing. He can't be bought. I can't be bought. Do you know how many people come into the restaurant?
Bought, and you could be bought.
Do you know how many people come into the restaurant and offer me $100 to give them a table?
Even though,
and you know what I tell them? I can't be bought. I appreciate it though. That's verbatim what I say.
Even though with Mike, even though like we're wrapping up, I will say though, like, okay, he does like very honest reviews. Like at the end of the day, though, like he doesn't really know fucking shit about food. Like,
I don't think any of them do. No one does.
Food bloggers don't really know fucking shit about
You're just going off your own personal taste. That's all.
For him to say, like, I could give a fuck if a place has a Michelin star, like, and then, you know, it's like, you're a fucking retard for saying
I
that.
actually agree with that.
That's stupid.
Let me ask you a question. Would you rather watch an Oscar movie or would you rather watch just like a Fast and the Furious movie?
Listen,
probably a Fast and the Furious movie, to be honest.
So an Oscar movie there's no difference between a Michelin star and an Oscar movie.
The movies of the year, the best movies that win Picture of the Year. Guess how many of those I've fucking seen?
Probably none.
Zero.
Yeah, and you just like you've never eaten at a Michelin star place.
No, never. But like to say that, like, and to just like have no regard for it.
I think it's the same thing as you saying you don't like Oscar movies.
I think it's different.
Michelin star is the biggest jerk off thing in the fucking face of the planet.
So is the Oscars.
Food, you don't need a Michelin star. Same thing. It's all jerk off.
So is the Grammys. It's all just politics.
It is very but I mean, like, and there's other awards behind it. I just think though, like, food bloggers in general, like that stuff, like whether you can be bought or whether you can't be.
Anything that goes off opinion.
If they're not, Justin, just like when these fat, stupid reporters are writing crazy things about sports people, it's like, what are your credentials?
Nothing.
You know what I mean? Like, did you play ball at somewhere? No, you didn't make the team. You were the kid that actually no one ever picked.
Do you think it's a slippery slope because you're sitting here, you're talking shit about people?
I'm not talking shit about anybody.
You're giving your opinion. What's the difference? You have got zero qualifications to give your opinion on anything, right? I don't.
You don't?
I have zero qualifications to give my opinion on anything. Like
I don't have it. I don't. Yeah, no.
Just because you played high school baseball doesn't mean that you can fucking talk about these athletes. The point is, my point is that I think that everyone should be able to give their opinion. Who cares if that fat fucking reporter? Granted, he could never fucking go in the game. He has no clue what he's talking about. If someone wants to listen to him and believe his opinion, I think that shit's dying. I think it's going more the grassroots. But no. Is a food blogger, could they get into a kitchen and cook? Probably not.
No, the question is no.
They probably couldn't.
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one.
What is it?
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one.
And that's cool. That's fine. But the weight that they come with, like how much like you actually like weigh in on that. Like
I was thinking about the biggest fraud on social media. Like what's the worst series known to man on social media in circles nowadays? And I went to a game in Linfield. I went to Linfield High School for a game, for a soccer game, for a niece. I go to the game, and I think if this person came to this field, they would start doing what they would call a town review.
Yeah.
How do you review an entire town? By just going to something for 1 second. He'll go and do his fucking meal in a town, like drop mail into a mailbox and be like, I'm giving a full review
of this entire town and everybody living in it.
How does it make any sense? Like that's the biggest fraud. Like that to me is the craziest thing you could possibly do.
And it's crazy that there's people out there that believe them. There's people out there that agree with them.
You can actually make a point that that's the same exact thing. Is going to a restaurant and trying one dish.
Acting and fucking tell me about acting. Yeah. You've been in acting for fucking 3 minutes.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
And you ate a sandwich.
He's like, I really love it.
I really drove down Maine, and then I made my fucking way over to Huckleberry Finn Drive.
Yeah,
it totally makes sense that the population over here really. I'm
really gonna throw this to 6.7.
Now I think
it's a solid town.
You guys are being a little hard and critical.
But this is my point.
Marco
my point is that
right now.
It's like people listen to it, they
sense
follow
of
it.
Jealousy.
Listen.
That's the biggest fraud on social media.
It's mind blowing to me on all accounts throughout all of social media that there's the general public out there will also agree with somebody who's from the general public giving their opinion on something. That's just the world we live in though today.
I know, but do people really Like, do they want to listen to me just talk about cigars? Like, this cigar's good. It's got a good draw. Probably not.
I don't know. I see.
You think I'm a
professional?
professional?
I see you influence Padrino. He now all of a sudden he's really posting the cigars. He's tagging them, saying with it, kind of biting a little bit of your style.
That's
I know
fine.
he's a fan of yours though.
Yeah, listen.
He's a big fan. He's been trying to.
My
get on
fans
this
are
podcast.
deep and long. You don't worry about my fans.
He's got all the fans.
You don't worry about my fans.
Any fan
Listen,
of this podcast is strictly a fan because of Al.
Listen, we're going to call out, we got a name for my fans. They're called the Gaytanos. The Gaytanos, you guys come out strong. That's right.
Any fan that Al has, or we have, is strictly because of Al.
Could you imagine if we did a live show? Like, a part of me thinks that it would go really well. Then there's another part of me that would be like, it would fucking suck, and we'd get tomatoes thrown at us.
No, we would never get tomatoes thrown at us.
If you're just sitting here talking like this, we could never get tomatoes thrown on us. If we're doing stand-up comedy, we would get tomatoes thrown at us. We'd be that bad. But just talking, making fun of people in the crowd, I could do that all day. You give me 3 hours and I could see everyone in the crowd.
I still think
we do
that's
just fine.
something we should
agree?
do 100%.
Yeah.
I think we should do a live event and we get all the people, all the connections that we've made so far. You get them to be a part of it. You get them to try. Everyone do 5 minutes of stand up or whatever you want to do, or maybe do like a Q&A or something, and we do a live show.
What if we did like a kill Tony thing? I guess is that what you're trying to say? Like us three sit at a table and listen to a person come
How
up.
fucking dare you bring up his name right now?
Oh God, yeah.
So no,
I'm
I
gonna
wouldn't
cut
want to.
that
I
and send it
wouldn't
right to your
want to
girl.
bite Kill Tony. No,
I didn't. I was asking if that's the layout that you wanted.
There was comedians in Boston that I know and I follow were extremely critical of Kill Tony.
I
I
know.
don't understand how a comedian could be critical of it when you understand that this is what this guy does.
all
goes
he
into
did was a
roast.
corporate event. It's like a film. First of all, if you listen to anybody that does comedy on a level that they do corporate events, all they do is tell you how much they fucking hate it. It's not their crowd. It's horrible. They're not buying tickets to see Tony Hinchcliffe. They're buying tickets to see Donald Trump. That, if anything, it was the Republican Party that should have never had him on.
Yeah,
I think
what
that's a
said
risky
after
person
that,
to have.
like even I was saying to her, I'm like, listen, like you could hate that guy for all of what he said, but like at the end of the day, that's what he was brought there to do. Like that's on whoever hired him.
Yeah.
Like if you hired Yuckle the clown to come and be a kid's clown, he's walking around, he's like, "What's up, you fucking jackass?" Like that's the clown you
That's on.
hired.
Yeah, that's on.
That's on you. You hired that clown. Like he
Exactly.
didn't just show up and just say, "Hey, give me a mic."
100%.
You know. So
And it's like, dude, you're not playing to your crowd. I get it. And then the media just ran with it. It's like, dude,
the media
he
took
was
that.
joking. It's a joke. He's a comedian. Welcome to planet Earth.
Yeah.
So
get
I
it.
do. Do we have anything?
Yes, we got to go.
I got a hot out.
They all gotta go hot out. Listen, follow me.
Follow Al.
Get in the DMs.
Get in the gates.
All the losers, the Gaytanos rise up. All the losers follow Justin. I am going to try my hardest to become as rich as I possibly fucking can. And I am going to shove it down each one of your fucking throats every single day. That's my pledge to you guys.
I like it.
Okay? Not the Gaytanos. We're talking about the, I don't even know what, Justin's would be the Lesbones. That's what we're going to call Justin's
The
favorite.
Lesbones.
The Lesbones.
I like that.
Okay?
And what in the sneaky neeks?
I feel like everyone loves Nico. Nico's just got like this thing where he's just
Well,
like
it's,
that.
see, everyone hates me because of you. So
It's my fault. It's my fault. It's my fault. He's in the middle area.
likes me because of you, man.
that's what it is. People think I'm a fucking loser.
I
'Cause all
gotta
you
cut
do
out
is
so much of this fucking podcast.
all you do
This
is
thing's
talk
never
down
getting
to me.
released. Yeah.
All right,
Taking
peace
stuff
out.
too serious.
All
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
We're gonna make sure that we tell somebody that we're actually gonna be not fixing the leak.
Yes.
We're just